evacuation room.
This is Governor Grimsey. I need to talk to the President.
State the code, please.
4FQ363QX.
Yes, one moment.
This is the President. Madam President, this is Governor Grimsley. We are going to need more help. I can't get the National Guard from New York and Ohio involved. I'm also sending FBI agents as we speak. Okay, a risk has been destroyed. I'm not getting an answer the phone at both Wilburtons, and I called Lochtesdale, and something answered the phone. It was demonic sounds coming from the other end. Oh dear, how's the situation at Mount Carmel? Our civil authorities there are reporting that a few of these things have entered the city. A radio station got attacked, but fortunately, the PD took care of the lone demon that entered the building. He accidentally shot some of the equipment, though. That's the reason why the station went off the air during his struggle. Okay, does the police there have high-power weapons? Yes, they do. Have them fight with those weapons. But keep all local authorities, including county cops, out of those rural areas. The FBI will be arriving with choppers. They have some high-powerful weapons on board. Okay, I'll handle the emergency alert system.
The emergency alert system has been activated by request of the Pennsylvania Emergency Management and the President of the United States. All surviving residents in the following towns are advised to shelter in place: Harris, Centralia, Ashland, Lochtesdale, Merriman, Fountain Springs, Wilburton No. 1, Wilburton No. 2 and Mount Carmel. In a few moments, both the Pennsylvania National Guard and the FBI will be hovering over these areas with highly powerful weapons to battle against the supernatural threat. Residents in these areas are highly advised to take cover in a basement or the centermost part of the house. Residents are strongly advised not to leave their homes at this time. If you do, you risk being fired upon or being attacked by any supernatural creatures that are present in these areas. Please stay in your homes until the sirens turn off. Authorities advise that the situation might take up to 72 hours to finish in safe terms. Please have food and water available for up to 3 days. This concludes this message from the emergency alert system.
Holy shit, I got him.
You got him.
Hell yeah, he's locked in that little cage, alright. He ain't that big.
It could fire upon us.
Nah, it can't. It just got claws and it looks scary, but it ain't got no guns. It ain't shooting out fire from its mouth.
What are you going to do with it?
I'm gonna make this thing kill my ex-wife.
What? Are you crazy? We are supposed to shelter in place. You can't leave.
Shit, man, it's the end of the world. Hell was on Earth. We had zombies, we had aliens last year, and now we got demons. It's the end of the fucking world. If we're all gonna die soon, I wanna see that bitch ex-wife get mauled to death by one of these. Now get the forklift.
Goddamn.
Situation Room.
This is Special Agent Golden of the FBI.
State the code, please.
4FQ363QX. Agent Golden, this is President Brock. You are on speaker. Madam President, the creatures in the area are weak against our weapons. They can easily be destroyed. However, there is a large hole coming from State Route 61 where these creatures are coming from. My spiritual advisor was fearing this. We are actually making progress, and there currently aren't any creatures inside the Mount Carmel city limits. That's good to hear, but if these creatures are coming from one of those fire pits in Centralia, we might have to take drastic measures. Understood, Madam President. We will let General Gibson know if we need to do that. He'll let you know. Okay, Matt. Thank you.
What's going on?
They said drastic measures. I'm thinking they are going to drop a bomb on it.
Don't like the idea of that.
It's literally fighting fire with fire.
My favorite Kansas song. Perhaps this is the end times.
If not, I'm retiring.
In your mid-40s?
Just give me about $1,000 every month. I'll be a homeless bitch living on the beach in Hawaii and figure out the rest there.
Doesn't sound like a bad idea.
This is a special report.
Special report coming from Cole Township, Pennsylvania. Is hell on earth? It just might. As reported at about 1 this morning, creatures of an unknown sort came out of a fire pit on the famous abandoned Pennsylvania Route 61. They have been attacking the nearby towns and eventually made it to Mount Carmel. These creatures saw a heavy resistance from police in Mount Carmel, and also some armed citizens as well. This includes a radio station program director named Josh Skillington, who shot and killed a demon when he was broadcasting alone at his station. He is currently trending on Twitter for his remarks on this situation, claiming that the Democratic Party-controlled government will not remedy this situation. He also blamed President Brock for not allowing him to help assist in the fight against the demons in the area. He was notably drunk when he had his battle with the demon in the station. After this, the FBI and the National Guard got involved with heavy weapons and choppers. At 6:50 a.m., the sun began to rise and a majority of these creatures began to burn. This has created some fires in the forest areas east of Mount Carmel with firefighters on the take. Although this is a successful mission by civil authorities, towns of Arisons, Locustdale, and both Wilburtons have been completely destroyed. There was some talk of a possible bombing at Route 61, but authorities decided not to do so. Authorities in the area have arrested a man in Chemogan who had successfully captured a creature and brought it to his ex-wife's home. The woman in question did survive the attack and called the police. They made it there quickly and arrested the man along with killing the creature. Reverend Paul Haney was released from jail after posting bond in Akron, Ohio. The pastor was arrested 2 years ago.
This is an alert from the emergency alert system. At approximately 6:45 a.m., creatures that have exited the fire pit from Highway 61 began to catch fire and most burned to death. As of 8 a.m., creatures of this sort have not exited the fire pit. Spiritual and paranormal experts believe that the type of creatures cannot handle sunlight. These creatures are different from the ones that were in Gary, Indiana, Summit County, Ohio, Liberty County, Florida, Leonard, Michigan, and Amityville, New York. The Pennsylvania Emergency Management Office in Philadelphia is recommending all persons living within a 25-mile radius of Centralia to voluntarily evacuate. This is due to safety purposes due to these creatures, and also the fires that are still in the area. The FBI along with other civil authorities cannot assure safety at nightfall. The following towns and cities will have buses available to assist in the evacuation: Ashland, Merriman, Fountain Springs and Mount Carmel. Information on buses will be displayed on channel 38.3 and also on 12:40 a.m. for the area. Evacuation at this time is voluntary and may upgrade to mandatory. We highly encourage residents to leave the area. Staying will put you at potential greater risk of being hurt or killed by creatures that are suspected to leave the fire pit at nightfall. This concludes this message from the emergency alert system.
And now, we are about to end the show, as we are still taking donations for our next cause. I'm going to go to Centralia, Pennsylvania, and I will broadcast live via the phone with the help of my good friend, Reverend Don Jeffrey. After we take calls, we are going to pray for those 267 people who died due to a demonic ghostly force that befell in Swindleburg Heights, and for those who have lost their lives in these strings of demonic incidents. Now, here is our first caller. Caller, you are on the air.
Hello.
Good afternoon. And where are you calling from?
California.
Well, caller from California, you have a prayer request?
No, I want to ask you a bunch of questions, and I want to have them answered immediately.
A bunch? Well, I'll answer one, or two quick ones, because the show is almost over with. So what's your question?
Who is your daddy, and what does he do?
Well, why do you want to know that?
I'm a cop, you idiot! I'm Detective John DeVoe.
Well, it's obvious that we have a prankster here playing with the soundboard. So whoever this prankster is, you know that the end times are no joke and hell is on earth.
Fuck you, asshole.
All right, well, we will pray for this prankster when we are done taking calls. We are going to go to the next caller, and this one sounds promising. We have Ron from Rochester Hills, Michigan. Ron, has the Lord blessed you today?
Actually, not really. I have a question, though. You seriously believe hell is on Earth, or in the process of coming to Earth?
I certainly do believe hell is on Earth, and this is it for us.
Okay, then. How can you preach to us about being saved very soon, when a mere 3 days ago you were busted with sluts and meth?
Ron, you need to be saved, and this kind of talk is going to land you in hell after you leave the earth. You need to be saved or hell will come and get you.
Well, that may be, but hell is coming to get you too.
Well, we are going to take 2 more calls, and let's hope they are good ones. We are going to Greg in Springfield, Massachusetts. Greg, how are you today?
8 inches. Can you handle that?
Greg, you are speaking blasphemy, and I will quote Matthew chapter 19 verse 12. For there are eunuchs who have been so from birth, and there are eunuchs who have been made eunuchs by men. And there are eunuchs who have made themselves eunuchs for the sake of the kingdom of heaven. Let the one who is able to receive this receive it. audience out there, homosexuality is a sin. We will add the homosexuals in our prayers. We have a caller, Tessie from Swindleburg Heights. Tessie, you are one of the survivors of the horror over there. God bless you. What can we do for you?
Actually, I just said that to get your attention. Oh, this is the woman you were banging and doing meth with. You gave me the clap, motherfucker.
Hang up on her. It's obvious that people need prayer, and are not taking these string of events very seriously. And now, we are going to pray for all those who have perished, or were affected by these events, and also our 4 pranksters. Lord, we pray for...
WRQAM, Detroit's all-news station.
WRQ time is 7:23 p.m. This is Rod Cambridge filling in for Peter Handley. The weather is getting awful by the minute here in the southeastern Michigan area. Currently 35 degrees with a rain and snow mix. The accumulation isn't much, but enough to make it a poor drive. Be extra careful when driving. Ohio authorities are looking at a possible robbery that happened in Swindleburg Heights during the time where nearly 300 people died almost about the same time. The remains of a career criminal by the name of Brewster McGrattan was found in a noted haunted halfway house that was abandoned in 1999. He also had a work van parked in the driveway that was stolen a few months back from a plumber in Berlin Township, Michigan. McGrattan was 49 years old when he was found dead. Psychic mediums and other paranormal experts investigating the Swindleburg Heights incident say that the death of these nearly 300 people came quick and fast. And most people perhaps did not notice anything during the time. CTV shows a few dark shadowy figures in Swindleburg Heights just shortly before 10 p.m. on Tuesday. Quick local news. Yesterday afternoon, there was a fight between 2 Macomb County staffers that led one to the hospital. The 2 staffers are part of law enforcement with one working part-time for Macomb County TV, but the exact details of the other one is unknown. The fight led to something that was said in Macomb County TV which happened at the parking lot of the Clinton-Macomb Public Library. On occasion, some law enforcement staff meets twice a month on a Thursday for discussing on how to improve law enforcement in the county. The fight also happened in front of a few folks of the special interest group Macomb County Mothers for Values, including the leader of the group, Laura Raschel. Raschel saw some controversy when recently, she divorced her husband and married a woman who already transitioned to the zombie-like form. Wow! The home in Leonard still has authorities surrounding the home despite
he just stands there in the middle of the road. You know why? Because he's stupid. When people see the light, they stop throwing away money and go to Motel 6. You know why? Because they're smart.
Breaking news coming into the WRQ newsroom. Usually, we do traffic and weather on the 8s, and this one is weather related. Lightning has struck both the Golden Halo in Sterling Heights, and also Red Pole Park in Southfield, apparently, at the same time. I'm currently watching a recording of one of our traffic cams by the Golden Butthole. The Golden Halo in Sterling Heights, and yes folks, lightning has struck it. We do have a traffic camera by the Red Pole Park in Southfield, but it's not as close as the one we have in Sterling Heights. Our producer Dora Crandall is showing me a clip of lightning striking the Red Pole Park area. Earlier, we did state that rain turning into snow was in the forecast. We aren't seeing anything from the National Weather Service indicating that lightning was in the forecast. We here in Michigan do see thunder snow from time to time. We did report earlier that traffic on M10 and even the Northwestern Highway is slow going. Out traffic computers are saying the speed on both ways are going slow. Speed around the Golden, Halo, almost said the magic word there, is going slow as well. This is typical for rush hour traffic. Oh. Okay, on M59, we just saw somebody exit one of Lakeside Mall's entrances and a car crashed into them, now blocking the 2 right lanes. This is on the eastbound side of M59. Anybody on that side or about to turn there, watch out for that. We have Willie Barnman on his way to the Golden Halo in Sterling Heights.
Sunday, high 47 degrees with a chance of light rain. Sunday night, low 33 and clear. Monday, high 52, cloudy and windy. Monday night, low 39, windy. Tuesday, high 48, partly sunny. Tuesday night, low 35, clear. This is a special weather statement from the National Weather Service office in White Lake, Michigan. At approximately 7:35 p.m. on the 28th of October 2021, lightning strikes occurred in Sterling Heights and Southfield. Thunderstorms were not forecasted for this time, or for the day's forecast. The National Weather Service is monitoring the situation on any further lightning strikes. As of 7:45 p.m., the National Weather Service has 2 reported lightning strikes. No radio will keep you updated.
Breaking news coming in from Sterling Heights. There is some strange activity from the Golden Halo. And there is an ominous cloud floating right above Red Pole Park in Southfield. We are going to Sterling Heights, where Willie Barnman is close to the situation. Willie, what can you tell us?
I really don't know how to really describe it, but if you have seen the movie Stargate, that's what I can describe as what's going on with the Golden Butthole. I mean the Golden Halo.
I can confirm this by one of our traffic cameras.
I see quite a few Macomb County Sheriff's cars here. I also see a couple Michigan State Police cars as well. Traffic on both sides of Hall Road are slow moving. Some folks are going slow to get a glimpse of this odd situation here. A few drivers are getting impatient. Whoa, that guy's really getting pissed.
We will go back to Willie in a moment once we can confirm that road rager is out of there. Traffic on Hall Road is moving really slow.
The emergency alert system has been activated to transmit this message. A phenomenon in Sterling Heights and Southfield is present at this time. At 7:35 p.m., lightning struck both the Golden Halo in Sterling Heights and Red Pole Park in Southfield. At around 8 p.m., a wormhole-like vortex had evolved within the circle of the Golden Halo. At the same time, a brown fog hovered over Red Pole Park. Moments ago, creatures were exiting this vortex from the Golden Halo. In Southfield, small creatures came out of the fog and began attacking people on the M10 highway and people nearby the area. Civil authorities are in Sterling Heights fighting these creatures coming from the vortex. Civil authorities are attempting to get to Red Pole Park in the proximity to battle the creatures there. All residents in the southeastern Michigan area are to shelter in place at this time. Do not head to these areas. If you are driving towards these areas, please take a detour. We repeat, all residents of southeastern Michigan are to shelter in place at this time. Due to the Golden Halo being in highly populated and commercial area, all commercial areas are to lock down at this time. Those in the area who can't find shelter, head to Lakeside Mall. Persons in or near the Red Pole Park who are currently stuck in traffic, please stay in your cars, lock the doors and duck and cover inside your vehicle. Cover your windshield and windows if possible. Civil authorities are on their way. Stay tuned to media for further updates. This concludes this alert from the emergency alert system.
Goddamn, pick it up.
Hangar 31, General Terrence.
General, this is Special Agent Golden from the FBI.
We've been expecting your call. Can you give me the proper code name?
Dinosaur.
Yes, that's right. We've been briefed by Agent Williams at the DC office.
What can you tell us about these bombs?
These are TE-100. Our plan is to put these bombs on the Halo and it would bring enough force to destroy the Halo.
Do we attach these bombs on there?
No, we will fly these in via helicopter. We will take a rope and have the bombs put on the Halo, 4 of them to be exact. We are ready to go and we can be there in 15 minutes. We blow the bombs remotely.
Any precautions?
Keep everybody away at least 500 feet.
All right, deploy. Get those bombs over here. None of these creatures coming out have any high-flying capability. But hurry, I just saw one of these meatball motherfuckers pop out of there. Get it going.
We are on our way.
All right, we need to move at least 500 feet back. Get the EAS going. Call memo.
This is an alert from the emergency alert system activated by the Michigan Emergency Management Office or memo. Civil authorities recommend that all persons must be at least 500 feet away from the Golden Halo at this time. Civil authorities will attach bombs on the Halo via helicopter. This bombing will happen at approximately 8:55 p.m. Residents of the southeastern Michigan area are to shelter in place at this time until further notice. People who are currently driving at this time, please find the nearest open building and shelter in place. Please do not travel on M59 or Hall Road or the Lakeside Mall area at this time. If you travel in this area, you put yourself at great risk. Residents of the southeastern Michigan should also be advised that supernatural creatures had escaped authorities and could be roaming in your area. If you see something suspicious, please call 911. This concludes this message from the emergency alert system.
Breaking news coming into the WRQ newsroom from Sterling Heights. Judging by our traffic cameras, the Golden Halo has been destroyed in the wormhole the creatures came out of. That's gone too. For now, at least. Still, there are creatures roaming Sterling Heights and Southfield, and all of the surrounding areas of those two mentioned cities. Civil authorities have set for the whole southeastern Michigan area to shelter in place. Also, breaking news in Southfield, most of the creatures in that city have been killed. Compared to some of the larger creatures we have seen in the last few days, these creatures were small. A few of these creatures had made close to Detroit's Fox affiliate Channel 25. We have a few reports of injuries and 2 deaths over there in Southfield as of now. If you are in Southfield, just stay indoors, or if you are still on the M10 freeway, just stay put. Our producer Dora Crandall is telling me the emergency alert system will do its thing in about 20 seconds. Let's remove our headphones, because it's been quite a few times I've heard that screeching sound out of nowhere. Here it is.
Please stay tuned to an administrative message from the Michigan Emergency Management Office or memo. Stand by for this announcement.
Hi, this is a message from Memo. Just a moment ago, with the help of the United States Air Force, the Golden Halo of Sterling Heights was destroyed. At around 7:45 p.m., lightning had struck the halo. Then after, some kind of vortex manifested itself inside of the halo. Demonic creatures exited this and attacked people nearby as authorities raced to fight the threat. Lightning also struck at the Red Pool Park in Southfield. Just shortly after, a dark cloud was above the area and the phenomenon produced small creatures that attacked people stuck in traffic. Sadly, 6 people have died and we are seeing now that 25 people may have been injured. Although the shelter in place is now lifted, we are advising all residents in the southeastern Michigan area to stay indoors at this time due to the fact that another phenomenon may enter our state. And also, a few creatures have not been confronted by authorities in both Sterling Heights and Southfield. These creatures may still be in Sterling Heights or Southfield or any surrounding areas. Please stay tuned to local media for further updates. Hey, how do you shut this damn thing off? The green button? There's no green button here. What the hell are you talking about? I'm not colorblind. That's not green. What, are you an idiot? Oh yeah? Go fuck your...
Man, what a damn week.
Tell me about it. We had zombies 2 years back, we had aliens last year, and now we have demons. I wonder what's next.
The Kardashian family gets the nuclear codes and threatens to bomb the world if people don't pay attention to them.
You know what? That could goddamn happen. I can't believe I got suspended for that. That Gary incident happened around the same time as when the damn program director was shoving that one in my face. I'm thinking, what the fuck? I mean, at the time, when I said what was killed and Gary was inhuman, I knew this was going to lead to something seriously bad. Then next on the screen, Caitlyn Jenner wants to go back to being a man.
Seriously? God damn.
Then after I said what I said, the damn PT shows up in the studio. Can I have a word with you? Then tells me about how the joke was wrong. I said, that piece of news isn't news. Then it led to my suspension.
I didn't hear you apologize on the air.
I didn't. I refused.
Good. You Rod Cambridge. You're a goddamn legend.
They got Willie and Russ to apologize on my behalf.
Hey, wasn't he over there when they were coming out of the Golden Halo?
Willie? Yep. He was there all right. He took shelter at a Mexican restaurant. Someone got nervous and shit themselves. That prompted Willie and a few people to leave. Some loose demon got close to them, but fortunately, a cop was there with a shotgun and shot it dead.
Goddamn, what's with that guy?
He's just a weekend in Philly guy who smokes too much pot. He's trying to go to Philly. He's from there and they legalized the weed. He's thinking of opening a weed shop when pen allows it be sold commercially, like here.
I don't think he's safer in Philly. They still got those creatures coming out of that place in Pennsylvania.
Centralia, when I was a toddler, I was living in Philly. My dad covered that news story where people were evacuating Centralia. I almost went to Pittsburgh back in my rock DJ days. You know, my dad really liked Walter Cronkite.
Oh hell yeah, Walter was the best. He told us about Kennedy being killed. I was 6 at the time.
You see, that's the thing. You can't have a Walter Cronkite in this day and age.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, somebody like Walter Cronkite could work on something like PBS NewsHour. But most news is bullshit these days. sans the few incidents in the last 3 years. Negativity sells. Politics, well, it sold big time when Trump was president.
Shit, CNN and MSNBC were going crazy on him.
Oh yeah, definitely, they made some good money going after him. And they had good reason too. He went after the press. But I was hoping like hell we weren't going to go that direction. I didn't want WRQ to be a big drama show. Yeah, Trump did fuck up a few times and he took a shot on reporters. I kinda agreed with him on that. Journalism sucks these days.
If journalism sucks, why the hell do you still do it?
Hey, the world's coming to an end, why the hell should I change careers? Besides, journalism isn't difficult. There's just too much bullshit attached to this job, and it's very difficult to be authentic these days.
You could say that again.
And like I said, the world's probably going to end. If it ain't the zombies, the aliens, the demons, the goblins, shit, the next one may be Mother Nature kicking our asses good.
If not, those aliens said they'll be here in 2028.
Okay, we got our bong here, let's smoke. Rod, go first.
That are autonomous vehicles. That shit is scary. Y'all want to know something? I fucking hate that emergency alert system tone. There were a few times in my career where I have my headphones on reading the news, and that fucking screeching noise just blows my goddamn eardrums. Oh god, that sound.
Hey Rod, you remember when some guy hacked into the EAS and said some weird gay stuff?
Oh yeah, he did that to us. He got a few damn stations. I was doing a traffic report, then I hear static and then that emergency alert sound was so loud I took off my headphones. Same with Sean, you know, before he became a zombie. Then we put our headphones on and it's some guy saying worship my cock.
Hey, shit, I was at some pizza place picking up pizza for my family. They had Maury on, and right when Maury is saying, so-and-so, when it comes to 2-year-old Tommy, so-and-so, you are... And then it says on the screen, emergency alert system, but it's Arnold Schwarzenegger saying, fuck you, with your fucking 50% body fat.
Shit, they got hit while doing the news. This one asshole who was working there at the time, named Robbie, was laughing so hard on the air after that. Katie Blexer told him to shut the fuck up on the air.
Ah, shit, I wonder if that's still on YouTube. God damn.